beware, beware. This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Friday morning. We're out here in beautiful downtown Belleville, Illinois, broadcasting live remotely from the Eckerts Florist at 2nd and West Main, the Maximus Vaginus Flower Shop. Mark Eckerts, the mayor. We're going to dedicate a lot of time to him today because he's an asswipe son of a bitch. He's a no-good bastard who's the mayor. And you people, come by 2nd and West Main. Don't honk too long because it screws up my show, but honk when you're passing by. Stop by and see. Stop by and see what I have in back of me. It's a Miller's Draft Beer cooler that's sitting on the street. They've got a Jed Clampett extension cord running from the mayor's, and he says it's his wife's. His wife's my ass. His wife's my ass. That's his flower shop, and he knows it. Everybody knows it. But come by and see, people. You know all the ordinances in Belleville. You know all the times they hassle the people that have rental property. But this no-good ass-white bastard, Mark Maximus Vaginus, also known as Pussy Boy Eckert, the mayor of Belleville, he gets away with whatever the hell he wants to get away with. It's amazing. But you know what's more amazing, people? We let him do that. They told me yesterday, well, the Board of Aldermen said it was okay. I don't give a damn what the Board of Aldermen say it's okay. It's not okay. It's illegal. What he's doing is illegal. It's official misconduct. He needs to be charged. He needs to be arrested. I get arrested for stepping on the Sasquatch's property. You guys hear me again. 3.5 years, cost you $150,000, and I fought them. They tried to get it dismissed. I said, no, I don't want it dismissed. I want to fight. I want to fight. I want to let them know that they were wrong. I want to expose them. And that's what we all need to do, people. But drive by. If you can't now, drive by at some point in time and see what I'm talking about. It's right across the street from a gay bar, and somebody said, don't say gay. Why not say gay? That's not politically correct. I said, I don't give a damn about being politically correct. Escapades. And I don't know, I think escapades, it says, come on in, it's a gay bar. Come on in and be blowed away by the place. Now, I don't know what the hell they mean, blowed away by the place. Maybe you guys do, but what I really like is the other sign. What I really like is the other sign that says, parking in the rear. Now, what the hell do they mean by parking in the rear? Who the hell parks in the rear? Well, hey, you know what I mean, and I think you do. But Maximus, do you sneak over here to Escapades at night? Are you a transgender fan, Eckert? I just want to know. I'm just asking. Are you for the gay community, Eckert? You must be, because you've been screwing all of us men and women in Belleville for many years. Politically, of course. But this rotten, no-good son of a bitch. Hey, come on out, Eckert. I'm right here. You got your police car. Take your police car, your lights, and your siren. And, now, don't use them. Shove them up your ass, you rotten bastard. See, these people, when you confront them, they have nothing to defend. I said yesterday I was going to go, and someone said, watch out. They're going to try to have you arrested. And I thought, I should have done it yesterday. Of course, it was a little cold yesterday, a little windy. It's nice today. I thought, hey, some bitches come and get me. And I don't mean the professional law enforcement. They're great. They're great. They just do what they're supposed to do. They have to protect us. They have to serve us. But you got to remember, they work for these asswipe son of a bitches. And that's the people that we have to worry about, not the police officers. There's a nice lady, got some flowers. They don't look very nice, but that's just my personal opinion. Flowers are sent to funerals. They're sent to the people that died out of respect. I think I'm going to call up and have some flowers sent to Eckerts. Not Eckerts flowers, because I wouldn't want to waste my money, but some sent to the mayor, because his political career has died long time ago. Somebody needs to send him some flowers, because his political career has died. And speaking of Belleville, speaking of the mayor, the rotten, lousy bastard that tells you the town is safe, last night, and there's robberies in Belleville every day. You just don't hear about them. There's rapes. There's armed robberies. There's home invasions. They're selling dope all up and down West Main after 8, 9 o'clock at night. A lady on North 50th Street last night, and they caught one of the suspects, was raped by 3 men right off North 50th Street in beautiful, safe Belleville, Illinois. You're not going to hear that from the mayor's office. And I've told you before, Eckerts, you rotten, no-count, good-for-nothing, lousy bastard. You'd rather lose a life than lose a vote, than lose an election. And how egregious is that, people? This no-good asswipe son of a bitch, he'd rather lie to you and tell you that it's safe in Belleville. It's not safe in Belleville. It hasn't been safe in Belleville for the last 15 years. Now they put the streetscape here. They try to bring business back. You should have done that, Eckerts and Kern and Barra Civic and Sprague. You asswipe bastards. You should have done that 20 years ago. 20 years ago is when you needed to be putting things out so the people, both black and white, it's not a racial statement, the people, both black and white, they would want to stick around. Nobody wants to stick around this godforsaken place. The only reason people are here is because they can't go anyplace else. They can't sell their $200,000 house for $50,000 and then go out and buy another house somewhere. They can't afford to do it. So all these people in Belleville are stuck, Eckerts. They're stuck, Kern. They're stuck, Sprague. You guys aren't stuck. You stole so much money and you treat us like a bunch of whores. And speaking of whores, well, I can't even go there. But Sprague, I want to ask you, the proud black community in East St. Louis, you're always asking for their vote. You're always asking for their support. Now, people of East St. Louis, let me tell you this. He'll come down, him and Garrett Harner. Garrett Harner is the school district attorney in School District 189. Makes half a fortune. And they tell me he's the one that's going to take over for Sprague when Sprague retires. Well, Harner, you're not going to have much to take over because the democratic culture of corruption is actually going to defeat itself. You guys are going to destroy each other. They're talking about each other. They're trying to cut deals behind each other's backs. That's what you get when you get low-life son of a bitches in politics. But having said that, here's Sprague. He's the big leader of the Democratic Party in St. Clair County. He depends on all the proud black votes to get the Democrats elected every year. And as you've heard me before, he lost the governor last time. He lost the sitting judge, and Judge McGlynn, a great guy, a great judge. He lost the board of review. He lost quite a few county board members, and he lost the sitting congressman, an incumbent congressman. And Congress has had the Democratic stronghold here in the 12th Congressional District for the last 45 years. And who caused that to go by the wayside? Your illustrious leader. God, I'd rather piss in my pants than piss in a urinal, Sprague. And I just want to ask, Sprague, I'm going to ask, I don't know, do you get drunk, pass out, and piss in your drawers? Do you do that? People have told me that. Now, I don't know if it's true, and I'm just asking. But anyway, here's something else I'm going to ask you, you rotten, no good, no personality bastard. Anybody that will not go to their dad's funeral, that will not go to their brother's funeral, no good, no count, low life, good for nothing son of a bitch. And I'm calling you out, Sprague. But having said that, you no good son of a bitch, here's the problem. You're all for the black community. You say you're all for the black community, But you no good son of a bitch, you're fighting against the black community. We're going to take care of our community service, and then we're going to get into what Sprague's doing down in East St. Louis that I don't think any of the proud blacks know about. But once they find out, I think they're going to be pissed. I think there's going to be a major problem. Hey, before we go to our community service, I want to put a shout out to two good friends of mine, Mary and Rich Dombacher from Freeburg. Their 49th wedding anniversary today. So Mary and Rich Dombacher from Freeburg are good friends. I want to tell you, congratulations. Couldn't happen to a nicer couple. I hope you guys have another 49 years. And I want to salute everybody in Freeburg, the Mighty Midgets. Thanks for taking a stand last year and not letting people push you around. But again, Mary and Rich Dombacher, 49 years of marriage bliss from Freeburg, Illinois. We want to congratulate you and thank you guys very much. The Spring Fling DJ Dance, the Most Holy Trinity Church, Catholic Church in St. Louis, having their Spring Fling. It's going to be held Saturday, May the 21st. Entry fee is $15. Got to be 21 to get in. I guess they're going to have alcohol. I guess religious people like alcohol. Hell, sit there and drink the wine at church. If you have any contacts who would like to get involved in the Most Holy Trinity Catholic Church Spring Fling, you can call 314-241-9165. Also, we have, and hold on, it's windy out here. Hey, our mighty Freeburg Midgets, the junior Freeburg Mighty Midgets football silent auction and 50-50 raffle. Come support your junior midgets. We'll be out there. It's going to be held June the 25th, and we'll get more of that information. It's a little far off. Fort Charter State Historic Site, the annual Kids Day special event to be held this Saturday, May the 7th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's a free event. There'll be games and prizes for kids of all ages. It'll be sponsored by the Prairie du Rocher Boy Scouts. For more information, you can call 618-284-7230. Tomorrow, May the 7th, the Dupo Shop with the Cop presents Buddy Bluegill Fishing Tournament. Again, that's where these police officers get some money together and they go out and have a positive contact with their youth to try to let them know that police are for them, not against them. You get all these ass-white bastard protesters. They try to make policemen look bad. And I'll tell you, I've been a police officer. I've walked in their shoes. And I want to salute you guys, policemen, firemen, first responders. Not the few bums with the badges. Not the Chief Clays from Belleville. Not the Captain Moody's from Belleville. Not the stepping and fetching son of a bitches. But the proud policemen, the proud firefighters, and the proud first responders. But anyway, it's going to be held tomorrow at the Dupo American Legion at 200 South 5th Street. Any questions or concerns, please, guys, get involved to help out a great cause for the good people in Dupo. You can call Mike Sullivan at 618-960-8724. We've got a few more here, so hold on. Hell, when it gets windy out here, it's hard to do this crap. The Steam Fitters Local 439. They're sponsoring their 13th annual Night at the Grizzlies for the Illinois Fire Safety Alliance Burn Camp for Children, to be held Saturday, May the 14th. All the funds go to help put these kids through the camp. The great guys at the Steam Fitters Local 439 have raised over $300,000 in the past for burn victims to enjoy fun during the summer. We want to salute you guys. It costs $2,500 per child for a one-week camp, and these guys are going out of their way to try to give something back to the community. And we want to salute Janie Bailey, the Steam Fitters Local 439, and all you guys and women for all you do for us. If you want to get involved, if you'd like to donate, you can call 618-624-6996 or 618-444-4176. Donor Appreciation Night held at the Scottish Rites Banquet Hall, 1549 Frank Scott Parkway West in Belleville. It's a donation for the kids. Kids are going to be honored and donors are going to be thanked. They're going to share a meal. If you'd like to get involved, you can contact 618-235-9392. Saturday, May the 21st, the American Legion Post 1255 at 201 Eiler Road, their 15th annual flag retirement ceremonies. The retired Colonel James Pratt will be the master of ceremonies. Anybody that wants to retire their old tattered flag, you can call 538-5445. Lunch at the Legion in O'Fallon is always Monday through Friday from 11 p.m. to 1 p.m. And I think that's all we have. Don't forget, you can pick me up on iTunes. Type in Bob Romanik and or the Grim Reaper of Radio. You can go to our streaming site, insanebroadcasting.com. One word, common spelling for the best of all three of our stations. You can hear my repeat performance every day at 4 o'clock p.m. Monday through Friday. And now broadcasting from the graveyard to the graveyard shift every night at the stroke of midnight. Like us on Facebook, KQQZ 1190 AM or KZQZ 1430 AM. You can also go to my personal Facebook, Fans of the Grim Reaper of Radio, or Bob Romanik for State Representative. And don't forget the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition on Facebook. Got all of the pictures of the great dinner, the patriotic dinner that we had saluting America. Had over 500. They tell me the final count was 550 people. Had a great time, a great cause. It wasn't political. It was patriotic, and we had a great time. Democrats, Republican, men, women, black and white. And that's what we're about. We want to unite as one. Don't let these rotten bastards divide and conquer us, because that's what the hell they do. Since I'm here at the gay place, or next to the gay place, I had a friend telling me, we kid about him being gay. We know he's not gay, but we say, hey, you gay son of a bitch. And he says, hey, I ain't gay. I promise I ain't gay. He says, my boyfriend is. So, and let me tell you, you people with thin skin, I get crap all the time. People call me a felon, a lowlife, and no count, good for nothing. Webster needs to come back to life and come up with a few more adjectives for me, because, hell, I've been called everything. There's got to be something out there that I haven't been called. Well, there is one thing I haven't been called: un-American, because I love this great country, and I don't give a damn who knows it. I don't give a damn. I'll preach it every day, just like the religious people that pray every day. And if you're truly a religious person, I appreciate you for that. But I thank whoever helped put this great country together, our forefathers. I thank them every day, because I can live in a great country. I can fight the fight. I can walk free. I can talk free. I can move around free. Well, you can't really do it free, because these son of a bitches will want to tax you for walking down the street when it's all over, because they got to put their friends and family to work. But anyway, having said that, this gay crap, and I'm not going to be politically correct, and you guys all know I'm running for office, but I don't give a damn. I'm not going to sell my convictions. I'm not going to sell my integrity. I'm not going to sell out to get a vote, to be like these bastards. Oh, yeah, I'm for this, I'm for that. I don't give a damn, and you've heard me before. Don't give a damn what you do in the privacy of your home. But don't come out swishing and hugging and kissing a guy if you're a guy, or, well, if you're a girl kissing a girl, maybe that's okay. I don't know. But it's really not okay, but it's a little more acceptable. But be what you are. But you don't have to put it on your shoulder. You don't have to walk around and say, hey, I'm gay. Be what you are. See, the gay community, they hurt themselves. They hurt themselves because they want to get out there and get in your face. And this bull crap transgender crap, this bull crap transgender crap, and I about slipped on that. Who the hell? I think I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to come out of the closet today. I really am. I'm going to come out of the closet, because I'm going to have to announce that I'm transgender. And I'm going to the Gold's Gym in O'Fallon today, and I'm going to get in the women's locker room with all them hot ladies. I'll be damned. I went to Gold's Gym. Hell, that's better than a strip club. I mean, those gals are hot as hell. So today I'm going to become transgender, and I'm going to walk into the girls' dressing room, and I'm going to take all my clothes off. Oh, that's not going to be a good sight. And I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to take a shower with all the hot ladies. I'm going to take a shower with the hot ladies, and I can do that if I identify myself as being transgender. Hell, if that works, I'm going to identify myself as being the President of the United States, and I'm going to go to the White House, and I'm going to have steak dinner on the taxpayers of this great country. What the hell are people talking about? What you identify with? There ain't no crap what you identify with. You are who you are. I've told you before. If you've got something dangling between your legs, you're a man. You go to the men's bathroom. You go to the men's locker room. If you don't, you go to the women's locker room. Now, there are a few exceptions, like a Maximus Vaginas here at the Eckerts Florist, Pussy Boy. I think just by virtue of his actions, of what kind of man he isn't, I think he'd qualify to use the women's bathroom. I honestly think he would. But people, you got to understand, I don't mind people doing what they want to do. Just leave me alone. Leave us alone. Let us do what we want to do. But everybody's got to get out on Front Street. You heard me yesterday. And people, you can call in toll free, 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. A gay community wants to give me some crap, give me a call. I'll argue with you. I won't fight. I don't believe in anything of violence. I don't believe in violence. Unless you come at my family. Then if you come and hurt my family, physically hurt my family, I'll rip your head off and I'll shove it up your ass and I'll blow you up. And that ain't politically, of course. Don't mess with somebody's family. When we're up here in the political arena, I could get shot today. I may get shot. Somebody drive down the street and shoot me, and I expect that. But don't go to my house and hurt my family for what I do, because I won't come to your house and hurt your family for what you do. But it's amazing. This ignorant, whoever the hell this asswipe is in Boston, Massachusetts, they've got the situation where they've got a gay, hey, how you doing, my man? How you doing? They've got a flag flying at the courthouse. They got a flag flying at the courthouse or city hall, governmental agency. And I know you can't fly a Confederate flag. People get pissed. But I still think I'm offering $1 million. $1 million cash, people. If someone can get me a Confederate flag that's ever walked up to a hate group, to a Nazi group, to a skinhead group, to a Ku Klux Klan group and said, hey, I'm the Confederate flag and I want to be part of your hate group. Find me one flag that's done that and I will give you $1 million. The flag didn't do that. These ignorant asswipe bastards, the Ku Klux Klan, the skinheads, the John Birchers, all these stupid son of a bitches, they took the Confederate flag. Now, I know the Confederate flag was about slavery, but it really wasn't about slavery. It was about states' rights. And I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that argument. But what I want to segue off to is they're going to put a flag, a purple, blue, whatever. Now, it's not a gay pride flag. That ain't good enough. That ain't good enough. Now you got to have a transgender flag. Well, then I'm going to the courthouse, I'm getting me a flag, and I'm going to get me a crazy ignorant son of a bitch flag, because I'm a crazy ignorant son of a bitch. And if the transgenders have to be identified and let them fly their flag, and the gays have to fly their flag, then I want to fly a no good, ignorant, stupid son of a bitch, poor white trash flag. Because I think that I have just as much right. I have just as much right as the gays and the transgenders and everybody else. So you people have as much rights. But what really offends me, and I mean this sincerely, these no good, rotten, bastard, political son of a bitches, they're going to allow a transgender flag to fly? I will bet you $1,000 to a dime that there's not a POW flag. I would bet you $1,000 to a dime there's not a Marine flag, an Army flag, an Air Force flag, a Navy flag, a Coast Guard flag. But there's a transgender flag. There's a gay pride flag. I'll make a flag, shove up your ass flag. That's the kind of flag I want to make. And that's what I want to give to all the politicians. A shove up your ass flag, because that's what I'd like to do. Politically, of course, because they'd probably like it sexually and personally. But it's unbelievable, people, that we let this crap go. And I bring up crap that nobody else will, because I don't know if anybody's got the guts or they're just not that crazy or stupid. People say, I don't want to get involved. Hell, I do want to get involved. I've told you many, many, many times before. I don't give, hey, my man, hey, I don't care about making a friend. I'd like to make a friend down the road. Sure, everybody would. I'd like to make a difference. And I'm going to make a difference. And you can make a difference. We all can make a difference. All we have to do is give a little bit to get a lot. We take a lot out of this great country of ours. You know, a good farmer, if he sells his crop, if it's a good year, and he gets $100,000 in crop sales, he don't take that $100,000 out and spend it. He'll spend a little bit, he'll save a little bit, and guess what he'll do with some of it? He'll buy fertilizer to put back in the land so next year there'll be a better crop. And that's what we need to do. We need to give something back to our country. It doesn't have to be money. It can be time. It can be volunteer time. Hell, we don't have much money to give back because these rotten son of a bitches are taxing us crazy. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about my good buddy, Bob. I'd rather piss in my pants than piss in the toilet, Sprague. No good, rotten piece of crap. Didn't go to his dad. And I cannot emphasize that enough, people. What do you think me or you or anybody else have coming from Minogan? He's the leader. They talk about me. They throw me out of the Republican Party. I give a damn less. All I care about is the people in my district. I care about the people in my district voting for me. I don't give a damn about a Republican. I don't give a damn about a Democrat. I give a damn about an American. It's like the Trump syndrome, but I've been doing this crazy politically insanity crap for 5-6 years. He's been doing it for 6-8 months. They don't like him, but the Republican people apparently like him. But it's always the elitists. It's always the leaders who are going to say who can get elected, who can't, who's this, who that. I say we take these leaders and we can't do that. Take these leaders and let's vote them out of office. Because until we do, people, until we understand that we the people have the right and have the power to do it, until we understand that, it's going to stay the same way it is. These Democrats are saying, elect us again. What kind of record can Sweet Cakes Kern, what kind of record can he stand on? What kind of record can any of the Democrats stand on? And I have to say, if it had been Republican leadership and dictatorship in St. Clair County for 40 years, I'd be talking about the Republicans because I don't give a damn. Hell, the Republicans don't like me, Democrats don't like me. That's like saying Hitler and Mussolini don't like me. I like that. If Hitler and Mussolini didn't like me, hey, how you doing? Hitler and Mussolini didn't like me. I don't give a damn. They got a lot of people out here. You know, they must think I'm a veteran. Most of them are giving me the hand wave, and I appreciate that. A few of them must think that I'm military because they're giving me the one finger salute. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's okay. We're going to take a quick break. Oh, they're letting the dogs out. Hell, here they come. Here come the dogs. Hey, I don't mind a dog disrupting me because I love animals. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. You know, I'm here minding my business. I have some people out here. And here's some asswipe ignorant bastard drives by in a gray truck, kind of swerves over, not to hit me, I guess. I wasn't concerned about that. But he flips me off. Now, you son of a bitch, go over to Jefferson Barrack and flip off every brave military hero that gave their lives. The ones that didn't give their lives gave time out of their lives away from their family to give me the right to talk. And you asswipe bastard, whoever you are, I think it was a gay son of a bitch. He looked gay to me. His one finger was saluting me. I think the other one he was sitting on it. But see, that's what you get, people, and I got to tell you, that's what you get. And he's around here some way. I'm probably related to the Eckerts. That's what you get when a woman has sex with a sheep. You get an idiot son of a bitch like that. And I really have to apologize to the sheep because the sheep aren't even that bad. But it pisses me off. I've got witnesses here. What an asswipe. Hey, buddy, come by and let me give you the number of my psychiatrist and to a good sheep farm because I think your daddy probably was a sheep because you acted like an idiot. Gonna flip me off. Hey, Maximus Vaginas. We're here at the Eckerts Florist, broadcasting live, having a great day. Hell, if I look better, I'd take my clothes off and get a suntan. But I don't want to. My voice usually scares people off. I don't want my body to. I got a good body. Yeah. Ray Charles will tell you that. But anyway, Maximus Vaginas. Mark Pussy Boy Eckert. I know you're next door to the Escapades gay bar and lube shop. What the hell is that? I mean, they change oil? So if you go over there, Mayor, maybe you go over there and get you a lube job, Mayor Eckert, you idiot. If you know what I mean, Mayor, and I really, really think you do. But getting back to our good friend, and I can't say that without throwing up, no good son of a bitch, Bob I'd rather. Now this is the leader of the St. Clair County Democratic Central Committee, the St. Clair County Culture of Corruption. This is the guy that's lost everything. He's losing all of his political umph. Every year it gets worse and worse for the people of St. Clair County, but every year it gets better and better for him. But before I say that, a gentleman just stopped up, a friend of mine, trying to give me some crap, as a friend, of course. Lloyd Bush, he come up and said, hey, you're going to have to move this. Don't have a permit. And I said, hell, I'll move it, blah, blah, blah. And he says, remember me, Bob, I'm Mayor Lloyd Bush, the ex-Mayor of Smith and a good friend of mine, great guy. So, Mayor, thanks for giving me more crap than I'm already got today. So thanks for... he says I deserve it any day. Hey, there's a political leader who don't lie. Oh, that's I do deserve it. But anyway, you good people in East St. Louis, the proud black community, Bob Sprague, and it's alleged right now, we're getting all the information, but people, anytime I tell you anything, I tell you don't believe me. I tell you to research it, and once you research it, then you'll believe me because you know it's true. Bob Sprague fights for the proud black community. Of course, hey, my man, for the proud black community, he'll tell you that. He's up here plotting against you. You know that. He disrespects everybody in East St. Louis. He disrespects everybody in Centerville Township. And you guys have never had a place to go, but now you do. You can come join the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. It's not a political organization, people. It's a patriotic movement, uniting men, women, black, white, Democrats, Republicans. And we'll take a couple transgenders if the vote's close. But here's the problem. Here's the problem with all of this. They're so hypocritical. They're not going to do something for the proud black. They're not going to do anything for the proud white community. They're going to do for their little inbred political community, their democratic culture of corruption. But this son of a bitch talks about he's for the people, him and Garrett Harner. Garrett Harner, I want to know, why you guys make all that money down there in East St. Louis and then you bring it up to Belleville and live in your mansions and orchards and all over? Doesn't that piss the proud black community off? No, because Alonzo Greenwood, Charlie Powell, Alvin Parks, they're stepping and fetching. How the hell you step and fetch for the GC fence? Thank you very much, my man. How the hell you step and fetch for these white boys and then give them $400,000 or $500,000? Hell, if I'm going to step and fetch, and I wouldn't, but if I did, I would want money. I'm not going to step and fetch and give money. But they give Garrett Harner $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 in legal fees. God Sprague makes money at Centerville Township, a couple $100,000, makes money at Cahokia, probably a couple $100,000. And I believe, I don't know, but I believe there's going to be a lawsuit that somebody's going to file a lawsuit against Sprague for malpractice. He let all those union people be fired illegally, and now the city has to bring them back. The judge ruled that they all have to come back. Boy, if that's not bad lawyering, I don't know what it is. Sprague cost the good people in Cahokia about $500,000. And guess what? He got paid for that bad advice. This son of a bitch got paid. Only in America can you screw up and get paid for it. Well, wait a minute. Let me think about the airport. Tim Cantrell screwed up that whole airport, makes $135,000 a year, our hard-working taxpayers' money. And then when we lose more money, he gets a bonus. He gets a bonus. And then the assistant director at $100,000 a year gets paid for shooting pigeons out of the sky. Only in America, only in St. Clair County, the most corrupt county, even more so than Cook County in the state of Illinois. But back to my buddy Sprague. Whoa, watch out. Back to my buddy Sprague. How you doing, sir? Thank you, sir. You a vet? I want to salute you for your service. This gentleman pulled over the wrong side of the road to shake my hand. Sir, thank you very much. But I ain't either. I love you guys. Thank you very much. That is Maximus Vaginas' place right here. There's a vet. Watch out, sir, before you pull off. Thanks for stopping, sir. You and your lovely bride have a good day, and thanks for the support. How many? 51. What's your name? Gerard. Gerard from Millstotts, 51 years of marital bliss. Congratulations. And your lovely bride's name? Sandra, and you are? Richard and Sandra from Millstotts, 51 years. You must have married her when she was about 3 years old, because me and your old fart, she looks pretty young. She looks real good. So, hey, guys, thanks for stopping. Have a good one. They're going to pull over on the wrong side of the road, a vet. So, I love that. I love people that love America. But anyway, here's Sprague, this no-good rotten bastard. Monsanto and Ciro Copper and Brass. Let me give you a backside on that. Monsanto and Ciro Copper and Brass. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Ciro Copper and Brass. All the chemicals that went out through Soje all these years, and we're going to talk about Richie Rich Soze, that no-good piece of crap at some other point in time, the Public Building Commissioner. But there's all these lawsuits. The poor people in East St. Louis, they're getting cancer, lung cancer, breast cancer, because of the chemicals out of Monsanto, which used to be Monsanto, which is now Soje, Illinois. And guess who's fighting to stop them to get the money? Guess who is the defense counsel? Guess who works for Monsanto and the insurance companies? Bob Sprague. How the hell can you do, how, you hypocritical son of a bitch, and I'll allege some of this at this point because I don't know all the particulars, but I'm getting the information probably Monday. This no good son of a bitch is down in East St. Louis telling the good, proud black community, hey, give us a vote. Get us elected in Belleville so we can steal everything and leave you people below the hill with nothing. And then what he does? He's alleged that he gets, alleged, and I think it's true, $50,000 a month retainer fee to help Monsanto, to help Ciro Copper and Brass, to help the chemical companies that are killing the good people of East St. Louis. He won't tell you that. He's fighting. He's fighting, and someone said, they said through his office that I hope they only get they offered him, I think, $600. People are dying of lung cancer, and they're offering him $600, and here's your Democratic leader people below the hill and above the hill. You see what a rotten son of a... Any guy don't go to his dad's funeral or his brother's funeral because of economic situations, you know he's a no good piece of crap. But he's trying to get the black vote so him and Princess Patty, Roly-Poly Patty, his wife, can get elected again, the auditor. She can't count 2 and 2. 2 and 2 to her is 6 down in the boat playing the slot machines while he's sitting there drinking. I wonder if he pisses in his drawers. Maybe he's too lazy to go to the casino bathroom. Maybe he pisses in his drawers, but that's just my thought. But how can you be such a hypocrite, God Sprague? These people are suing. They deserve compensation down in East St. Louis. Anybody. And it's just not East St. Louis. It's not black or white. It's family. Anybody that's got family that's suing because of chemical kill, and that's what it is. Those chemicals are killing those people. So what does Bob Sprague do? And he does it all the time. He's co-counsel for the defense. He's co-counsel for the chemical companies. He's trying to negotiate a $600 settlement, I was told. And these people should be getting hundreds of thousands, maybe millions. You can't put a price tag on somebody's death, on your family member's death. But you see, people, they won't tell you that. They won't tell you that crap. They're going to sit there and they're going to hide their hands. See, he's got a retainer fee. He may not even be on the pleadings. I don't know, and we're going to find out. But do you see how egregious that is? And I'm not just talking about the black community. He comes up here anytime there's a lawsuit. Well, I shouldn't say anytime. A lot of times when there's a lawsuit, people want to get favors from the judges, and you know what they do? They hire God Sprague as co-counsel. All he has to do is sit there at the bench, and these judges who he's helped select and pick probably 90%, he sits there at the table, and the judge gives a positive ruling for whoever God Sprague's for. And that's a shame. And I'm not talking out of school. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows how corrupt St. Clair County is. Everybody knows what this asswipe son of a bitch does. And you notice they never call. They never call because they have nothing to defend. But you good people of East St. Louis, we've exposed Bob Sprague, and we're going to continue to do it. Now you understand what I'm talking about. He asked for your vote so his people can get elected, so he can put his people, he can put Herbie, the asswipe Simmons, that no good, greasy, die-herring, greasy bastard, fat-ass bastard from East Carondelet. He's so far up Kern's ass, I don't know how he can breathe. But they give him a $135,000 a year do-nothing job that he's not qualified for. They give it to him because he's one of them people. He's not one of us. He's not one of the 95%ers that we are. And it's just not East St. Louis. It's just not East St. Louis. It's all throughout St. Clair County. People all over understand. You people understand me. Life's short. Why the hell we sit there? Somebody said, Romanik, what the hell's going on? Watch out. I said, I don't give a damn. And I sincerely don't. I will not. I'll go down in flames, political or otherwise. I will not let these no good rotten bastards get away with this. Now, maybe I lose, but I've never really lost people because I never quit. You're never a loser unless you're a quitter. And I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a quitter. And I'm going to fight these son of a bitches till there's no breath left in me. And it may be at their hands, and if it is, I understand. I'm not going to be terrorized by these bastards. I'm not going to be intimidated. I'm not going to be bought off. I'm not going to be anything but their enemy till the day I quit breathing. And I know that sounds a little melodramatic, but see, I've witnessed both the inside and the outside, and I'm not proud of it. I was on the inside with these bastards for year after year after year, and I couldn't even take it. I couldn't even take it, and I'm not going to take it. And I hope you good people understand that we never need to fall back. We never need to kiss their ass. They expect it of us. You know what we have to do, people? We have to unite, and we have to destroy these bastards. Politically, of course. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, and very, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. I had my secretary call, and she said, make sure you remind everybody it's Nurses Day. So happy Nurses Day today, because, and I want to salute the nurses, which I call kind of first responders, great people. Nurses, I hope you have a happy Nurses Day today and every day. Now, we're broadcasting live from Eckerts, Florist. Maximus Vaginas. I think he ought to be Minimus Vaginas, because he's just a little pussy boy. And Eckert, don't be sneaking over to Escapades Gay Tavern and Lube Service, because maybe you'll get a drink and a lube job, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. We don't have much time. I was just told that there was something on TV last night where Alderman Mike Bittner, who lives over by Lindenwood College, those kids get drunk, they throw beer cans out, they get crazy, they light fires, and he's trying to protect his community. And then Eckert gets on TV last night in front of the Lindenwood College and says, oh, they do great work. There's just a couple disgruntled residents. Yes, they are. See, they're residents. They're not students. They live here. They've got roots here, you no good son of a bitch. But see, you get all that money from the flower shop, Eckert. You get all that money. The city gives you money. What an egregious, no-count, lousy, stinking, greasy, low-life bastard you are. Hell, you're one step lower than I am, Eckert, and that takes a lot. But see, I'm not the mayor of Belleville. I'm not the mayor of a city that's going down in ruins because you ignorant son of a bitch, you've caused it to go down in ruins. And people still come by all day. 2nd and West Main, look at look at that cooler that he's too cheap to go out and put a cooler inside his place. So he can do this. You couldn't do it, people. I couldn't do it. You hear everybody bitching about the ordinances, bitching about all the fines they're getting because the crime-free housing, because their electricity's not quite right, this is not quite right. And they let Eckerts, the Board of Aldermen, and there's some good members of the Board of Aldermen. I think Scott Tyler does a great job, Mike Bittner, and there's some others. But I don't think it's them, but they're letting this son of a bitch do that. And even if some of the other businesses do it, they shouldn't be doing it, but the mayor should never get special treatment. I think it's illegal. I think it's bull crap. And I think, I'm telling you, he doesn't give a damn because he's been promised a job at Lindenwood College. That's why he's letting people. 2 years from now, they'll have to have sprinkler systems. What happens tomorrow if there's 15 kids living in a house by Lindenwood that only should have 3 or 4, and a kid burns up? Is 2 years going to be too late? I think at that point, 2 minutes would be too late. So we're going to have to cut it short. We're out of time. A great Friday to everybody. Friends and foes. See, I wish my friends my enemies political death, but not physical death, because I think everybody should go home to their family at night. I want everybody to live to be 300, even my enemies, so I can aggravate them to death. One day next week, weather's good. We're going to be taking our broadcast live all over the place. And they say, hey, you're going to aggravate them. Well, if I aggravate them, I aggravate them, but we're just going to bring it. We're going to bring it to the people. We're going to be out in the street. One day next week, we're going to go by another place that's not coded. 111 South High Street, the home of Mr. Mark Sweet Cakes Kern, and I got a big picture of him in a bikini. You guys, you can't miss that. It's on our St. Clair County Freedom Coalition Facebook page. Go to St. Clair County Freedom Coalition on Facebook and look at those pictures of Kern. What an idiot. You know, they hate to be exposed politically, but even more than that, these bastards that think they're big shot, think they're elitist, they hate to be embarrassed publicly, and that's what we're doing. Every time you bastards walk down the street, just think when people are looking at you, they're not looking at you in awe. They're looking at you in disgust and disrespect. They're laughing at you behind your back, you rotten bastards. But we will be, maybe Tuesday, at 111 South High. That's the mansion of Mark Sweet Cakes Kern. Him and his family, they say, live there. There's no windows. It's all blocked. You can't live. You can't have a bedroom when there's not ingress and egress. But he gets away with it because he's a county board chairman. Until November the 8th, people, we have to get rid of this elitist son of a bitch. But we're going to be broadcasting live from his house. Or it says it's his house. It's a medical clinic, MD Medical Center. But how would you live in an area like that if, in fact, you did? When you had young kids coming up and telling them, hey, go play out in the front yard. Oh, you can't. It's South High Street. You'll get hit by a car. For a son of a bitch to have all that money he has, never earned it, his papa and grandpapa give it to him, wouldn't put his family in a house, in a nice house in St. Clair County. Now he's got $1 million+ mansion in Calhoun County where the taxes are low. He don't want to be around us. He don't want to be around us poor people. When he goes out on the weekend, he goes to Brussels, Illinois. We've got pictures of it. I flew a helicopter over. We've got pictures of it. $1.5 million hunting lodge. But that's what he gets, people. And what we get, you know, it's like the coal mines, it's like the gold mines. He got the mind, and we got the shaft. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio as always, and we are proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Come on back Monday, same time, same place again. Everybody have a safe weekend. Let's start thinking about politics, people. Politics are a way of life in St. Clair County. Politics are a way of life throughout this great country of ours. So let's decide who we're going to have lead this country, not screw this country, not devastate this country, but who we're going to have lead this country. Let's research. Let's see where they've been, what they're doing, and where they're going. and let's get some decent people. Let's get some public servants, not politicians. Politicians haven't worked for the last 50 years. You think the next 4 they're going to work? So as always, let's unite. Together we can defeat this culture of corruption. Let's expose these no good, rotten son of a bitch and political parasitical punks we call politicians. And at the end of the day, maybe we win the lottery, but hey, probably not. But other than that, let's continue. Whoa, was that Eckerts that just streaked across the street to the gay bar? Was that Eckerts? Hey, Eckerts, you getting a lube job over there? What an ignorant son of a bitch. Oh, he's a dumbass. Hey, he's inside the building. I see the lube. Hey, that's too bad for my eyes. I can't even go there. So people, let's continue to enjoy our life, enjoy our families. Life's short. Let's make the best we can. And the best we can do is have a decent life and get rid of these political parasitical punks we call politicians. Get rid of them politically, of course. Never, no violence. Right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful.